Okay, we're back. Suddenly. So, alright, I'm prepared this time around, okay? I did a little farming. We have lasers now. They're not tier 5, but they're, I don't know, honestly, I don't think we'll use lasers, really, but hey, we got tier 2 lasers, yay. But main thing is, we got more cargo space. I fully upgraded our cargo. I did a tiny bit of exploring, and I found a better way to get around. So yeah, you might notice some new lines here, right? So yeah, if you go to the Singularity, right, southeast of the Singularity, there's a flux that takes you all the way down here, right? All the way down here. This is the bottom of the map. So the thing is it takes you all the way down here. And then there's another one right here, and then there's another one over here. But here's the thing, right? Here is the thing. So this is all very close, right? Like all of this, so what you can do is you can go here to here, and then that'll shoot you up here, right? And then that'll take you down here, and that spits you out right next to the 4 stars where you get the humming, the Humming Stones planet, right? It's that place. We have to go there in the past. So we now have an easy way to get there. And once we're done with that, if you ride the wormhole back, it goes all the way up to the top of the nebula, and then right here to the Halls of Memory. So we are not going to need hundreds of fuel to get around the universe in the past. No, no, no. We have an easy way to do it now. We have an easy access pathway that'll take us literally everywhere we need to go in the past. And the present too. It's a super easy network of wormholes. It's kind of funny. It takes you, yeah, like it takes you straight to the Halls of Memory, more or less. It's just you kind of, if you don't have the flux scanner, then it's really hard to know where these things are, right? You kind of need the flux scanner to know where to look. But alright, we're back at Starbase, right? We're back here. Okay, so we want to get to the Singularity, right? I think the quickest way to get to the Singularity, yeah, it'd be to ride the wormhole network, actually. And not the wormhole that goes through the middle of the nebula. No, not that one. That one's a nightmare. We want to go down here to 2954. That is a much easier way to access this whole thing. So 2954. Also, you might notice that even though we won't need it, I do have about 260 fuel, right? That's gonna go down real fast. But we got plenty fuel, plenty extra cargo space. We are doing good. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, there's no more, there's no more fluxes to go to. Alright, so we have to do a little bit of a repeat of what we did last time, because last time we found the thing, but we didn't have enough fuel to make it back, and if you run out of fuel in the past, you're just dead in the water. There's no help coming. Alright, so we need to go to 134.21. That'll take us very close to where we want to go. But I have a plan. I've got a plan today, and I intend to put it in action. Alright, I'm excited. I need to know where all of this is going. So here's the thing. I already kind of figured out, and this is really just by paying some attention. So we already know for a fact that we have to go to the past to get the item, the key to the Guardian satellite thing, right? We already know we have to do that. But like we know that it's only in the past. If we go there in the present, there's nothing really there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Psychic probe is glowing red. But yeah, we know that there's nothing there in the present, and there's an easy reason for that one, actually. And that is just that, you know, the passage of time, right? The passage of time fucks things up. It's understandable, right? The key was put in a certain place, and it was meant to be picked up and used, like, in a timely fashion. So yeah, that one's clear. But the thing is, I am very certain we have to go to the halls of memory in the past as well, not the present, and there's a reason for that. So, by talking to the Dweenal, actually, who are still around in the past, by talking to the Dweenal, we kind of learned that the Lek they're not quite dead yet. Not all of them. Not in the past, right? So apparently in the past, we're far back enough that there are... They gave an estimate that there are about 50 Lek remaining, right? 50 Lek remaining. So basically there's just a small team of them kind of toiling away to try to, you know, to stop the Reapers and such, right? The Ool. And the rest, all of the Lek who, like, other than the remaining small team of Lek, which I'd assume that they have kind of locked themselves up in the halls of memory, right? Like, I'd assume that's where they are. So yeah, in the present there's no chance, but in the past there's a chance they might still be there and alive? But yeah, I still don't know how far in the past we actually went, but it seems like we're far back enough that there are Lek and they are still alive, even if it's only like, you know, a couple of them, right? I guess all the other Lek were they either killed themselves or they got indoctrinated. So they, you know, they I think we kind of learned that the like the hyper aggressive aliens that we run into in the nebula, both in the present and the past, that's the indoctrinated Lek, right? That's the ones that are under the control of the Ool. That's my understanding anyway. Now, what the Ool is, and what, like, we still don't really know what exactly is happening. So I'm hoping the Halls of Memory will illuminate all of that. Okay, so here's the singularity. I got 250 fuel. Raise that shield, we're going in. I got full shields, full armor, let's do it. Yeah, shields are being drained at an alarming rate. I gotcha. Yeah, no attempt to escape. Get in there. Go through that hole. So it'll take like 50 energy, right? Yeah, I figured. 50 energy. So, okay, we are now in the past, at an indeterminate time in the past. So, I still feel like, and I wonder, right? I do wonder if there is anything in the past that would be different. I wonder. I mean, I had a thought, right? Like, we know where the Loar and the Umanu, where they settled, right? Except apparently the Umanu killed all the Loar, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. I get. Oh wait, I just realized. Wait a second. So hold up. Let's do a little theory crafting. Because I think at this point in the game we're trying to piece together the story. So I'm unclear exactly on the origin of the Loar and Umanu, but what I got is that they at least originate in the same time frame as the Lek, I think, but they went through the time portal, and I would assume maybe they went to the future, or at least further into the future or something. But I guess they're another precursor race, but not as precursor, right? However, what it sounds like is that the Loar and Umanu are kind of It sounds like it's the same situation as the Lek, where like the Loire kind of split and they're either being indoctrinated or killing themselves. It seems like that's it's kind of a history repeating thing, right? A cycle, if you will. That's my interpretation so far. It's a little hard to follow the plot the way that it is delivered, but I think that's about what's going on. Like, I think it's sort of a situation where the initial cycle was the Lek, and then they split and, turned hostile and all that. And then there was the Loire and Umanu, and they're kinda, they went through that cycle as well, but it's a more recent cycle, right? That's my interpretation of the story so far. I don't know. I'm hoping the Halls of Memory will illuminate this a little more. Alright, so 249, 141, we gotta ride the wormholes to get to where we want to go. But I discovered a nice wormhole shortcut, and I'm gonna use the hell out of it right now. Okay? We are using the absolute hell out of this shortcut. Also, where are we going right now? So we need to get to the planet with the humming stones. That would be... Okay, I got the... Okay, Humming Rocks, 10614. So 10614, that's, it's that cluster of stars over here, right? It's the blue star, yeah, it's the blue star down there. Gotcha. Okay, so now we need to go to... yeah, 2065. Again, I have a plan here, right? I have a plan. Yeah, magnetic disturbances in the nebula. Shields down. Right, that's something that we haven't really done any proper fighting in the nebula. But if we tried to, yeah, no shields. You got no shields in the nebula. Alright, so that pops us out right here, which is very close to 10614. Let's grab the key. So 2 parts, right? First, we gotta grab the key from the planet with the humming stones as part of the riddle, right? We solved the riddle last time. So we get that, then we ride the wormholes up to the Hall of Memory, staying in the past. I'm pretty sure that if we popped open the Halls of Memory in the present, if anything is even left of it, I would assume that, I would assume it would just be so destroyed and, it would be a mess, right? I just assume wouldn't be productive. Okay, so planet number 1 is the planet with the humming stones. And the clue for this one was the planet with the humming stones, the 4 stars, where nothing meets nothing. That was the clue. Honestly, it's not that bad as far as puzzles go. I understood it immediately, where nothing meets nothing, so 0, 0. Take us down. I will say, when this game is giving you, riddles and clues that you have to just intuit, it's really not that bad. I usually hate riddles and stuff, but I feel like the way this game does it, it mainly makes sense. And you've probably been exploring so much at that point that, yeah, you've probably been exploring so much that you kinda know what they're talking about at that point. Okay, so here it is, the ruins. So we got the Guardian Transmitter. That's the thing we're here for. But it comes with a message, too. It comes with a message. To any who may come after us, we have built this structure and stopped here to rest and repair our ship. We have studied the Guardian Transmitter key and have made a duplicate for our own needs. We shall leave the original here in case we are unsuccessful. and any other attempts are made after us. Now we shall proceed on to the Halls of Memory, and hopefully, this time, we shall be able to get past the Guardian satellite. If we are unsuccessful, then it will be too late for our race. Whoever you are, if you are not Uhl, good luck, and wish us luck if you can. Captain of the Elthar Esh. So, yeah, that's, if you remember, at a certain point, we found a derelict Loar vessel in one system. And it had like it had a message on loop, right, from the captain. So, again, my understanding is that at whatever point in the past this is, and it's unclear, apparently the whole cycle, like, that the Lek went through with the Uhl, that cycle is happening again, and so the Loar left the key here, because they were trying to... my understanding is the Loar were studying the Lek technology, and they were trying to use that in some way to stop the Uhl, because the cycle is happening again, right? That's my understanding of the story. And again, I find it really, really, really similar to a certain other story from another popular science fiction role-playing game. But okay, let's see if we have better luck this time. Let's see if Commander Double has what it takes. Alright, so we got the key. Let's launch. Man, we need a Starflight 2 remake. We need it. I feel like this is a story that needs to be told again. But now if they just did the same thing, it'd be like, oh, you copied Mass Effect. Oh, look at these lame developers. Get an original idea. But honestly, I feel like a space opera-esque adventure. I feel like that would be more fun in the Starflight universe, honestly. Like, the Starflight universe is fucking nuts, and I kind of love it. Alright. So, let's navigate away. We got the key. Part 1 done. Now we need to get to the Halls of Memory. First I'm saving, because, again, at this point in the past, the Uhl, or whatever they are, like, their ships aren't named, they just annihilate you, right? Wait, hold up, I just had a thought. Hold up, real quick, I had a thought. I need to storyboard real quick, I need to organize this. So wait a second, I just had a thought. So if we go to that planet in the present, there's no beacon thing, right? The key isn't there anymore. Clearly someone took it already. Here's, like, either they took it already or it was destroyed over time. But if you remember, the Loar ship had a copy of the key, right? And there was no key there, like the ship was ransacked, right? Well, here's a thought. So, the Spemen, right? Like, the Spemen in the present, so multiple of the species we encounter, they say that the Spemen somehow, are using the same technology as the Lek, the teleporting and the weapons that rip shields off. Like, apparently the Spemen are using Lek technology that no one else can figure out, and no one knows how they got it. So I wonder if the story is that the Spemen acquired the key first, and they went, like, that would, and again, I'm guessing that if we go to the Halls of Memory in the present, I'm guessing there probably won't be anything there for multiple reasons, but it would make sense then, okay, if at some point the Spemen raided it and they took the tech, and that's why they're now kind of this badass species just attacking everyone and demanding tribute, even though it's a bit unearned, right? I'm wondering if that is the plot. The Spemen aren't that bad though. We've destroyed a couple of them. They're honestly they're not nearly as strong as the well, I guess whatever you want to call them, the former Lek ships, right? They're not nearly as strong as that. Thoughts. I kind of like, honestly, I enjoy speculating about where the hell this is going. Starflight is doing it. It's getting my imagination going. I didn't think about that. Like, would that cause wouldn't that cause a little bit of a paradox? I feel like that would sort of cause a paradox. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Either way, look, in this timeline, in this point in time, it seems like there's at least a handful of Leks still surviving. So, yeah, let's try and find them. So, 133, 19, 20. Let's go back. Got to navigate the wormholes again. I feel once you once you integrate time travel into your story, I feel like it's gonna get real messy from here on out. I'm honestly not sure. There's a lot of really interesting stuff going on in this game. I'm not sure they really needed the time travel element in there as well. You know, like I feel like they probably could have done without that, but honestly, I'm fine with it. It is neat. I just wish they did more with the whole past. You know, I wish there was more going on in the past that we could check out. I mean, maybe there is. I can't imagine that the past is just a dead zone, right? Although it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense that it is, though, right? Like it kind of makes sense. All right, 156.47. So, hold up. This way, down. Like I guess the reason why there's almost no life in, you know, like there's like no life in the galaxy here. Wait, these are glowing yellow. Are these Dweenal, perhaps? But yeah, I would guess that the reason there's no real, like other than a couple Dweenal, I guess it makes sense, because I guess at this point in time, we're sort of at the end of the whole cycle where everybody's going nuts, turning on each other, and, you know, the Ool is consuming all the spacefaring races, right? Except the Dweenal, apparently. I guess they're just too pathetic. Alright, so yeah, we have another Dweenal vessel here. I mean, we got all the information from them. We don't... Yeah, we learned everything we can learn from the Dweenal, I think. Look at that. Yeah, yawn, sigh. Yeah, we're done here. We're done here. I kind of like the idea... I kind of like the idea that the Dweenal were just so pathetic that whatever Reaper-like force is destroying everybody, like, just didn't really find it worth the time to deal with the Dweenal. I kind of really like that idea. Okay, so the planet we need to go to, or the system, it's just right in the middle, like 131, 218, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. Alright, so that ice, well, the ice giant is the only one, or not ice giant. The ice planet is the only one we can go to, because everything else here is a gas giant. So I'm saving real quick. Also, when we actually get down to the planet, I have the coordinates. Yeah, we actually learned the coordinates of the Halls of Memory. It's 26S135E. but let's go in there. All right, time to. I guess we talk to the Guardian satellite, or not really sure what we're gonna be doing with it. Do we talk? Like, yeah, do we hail it? We have the key, right? Yeah, I have the Guardian key. Maybe we get really, really close? I'm not really sure, like, how we interact with this thing, but yeah, we have the Guardian transmitter. No, we don't want to jettison it. We don't want to jettison that. No jettisoning the Guardian transmitter. I'm just not really sure how we like how do we go about using the Guardian transmitter, because this, I mean, like, this is it, right? This has got to be the Guardian satellite. Ah, okay, I didn't know we could do a further analysis of it. So it's a vessel, a warship. It is 88 times the size of our ship, very large. Class 11 equivalent shields raised. But weapons are not armed. So it has Class 11 shields. Okay. No civilization detected. I feel like we gotta talk to it, right? But we have the Guardian transmitter. I mean, I wonder if the Guardian transmitter just means that we can, like, I think playback is I think that's a way to replay what people say, which I only learned about that a little while back. It's a little messy though. It kind of just replays everything and it's hard to parse. I wonder, can I like dock on this thing, or no? Okay. I mean, I have the transmitter key, so do I just go past it? Okay, that's it. It's so you don't actually have to interact with it. I guess the transmitter, yeah, I guess the transmitter just lets you pass. Okay. So this is it. This is the planet with the halls of memory, the final holdout of the Lek. And apparently we're far back in time enough that the Lek might actually still be alive and be there. Maybe. And it says no civilization detected, but I mean, there could still be people down there in a ruin or something. Okay, so we need specific coordinates. 26-135. 26S-135E. So let's see, 135? Let me just double check here. Yeah, 26-135. 26 south. Isn't that gonna be like in the water? It's gonna be like in the water, man. I don't know. We're going down. I mean, I guess I feel like it's like a weird mashup of some of that, some of Ilos, some of, I don't know. It's a couple different things. Are we gonna get like the, you know, like, oh no, all of the failed you know, the failed stasis chambers? Like, are we gonna get that? I'm not sure what to expect. So, alright, this should be it. Take us in. Oh, hey, oh god! Upon arriving at the Halls of Memory, you find a group of 48 Lek scientists who tell you that they are the last of their kind. All the other Lek have become Ulek, dominated telepathically by the Ul. Hold up! I think now's the time. Now's the time. Hold up. I'm ready for this. One sec. I come prepared. Let's see. Here we go. It's that moment. I think. It's the moment. Closest we're gonna get anyway. Okay, so what do you got for me? Oh, we missed one. Alright, they tell you that it is actually a the Ul is a tremendous creature whose molecules are spread out over many parsecs of space. They have learned that the Ul's body is bound together by faint electromagnetic energy. So we're learning what it is, what's it doing. Alright, this is disrupted by electromagnetic waves generated by sentient life forms. Huh. In order to combat this, the Ul takes over whichever type of sentient is most suitable. Wait. So it's just a giant cluster of molecules? And so apparently it is disrupted by the electromagnetic waves of sentience. So it's taking over the sentience. Okay. It then tunes the sentience to its own frequencies and uses them in the manner of antibodies to keep its body free of other sentience. Huh. Okay. Not what I expected. The Lek scientists tell you that they were once able to establish contact of a sort with the Ul, but all they were able to pick up was an overwhelming disdain and loathing of their type of life form. They tell you that the Ul has numerous ganglia, or nerve centers, with one primary, one which travels around its body. This brain, though, seems all but invulnerable to their standard weaponry. The Lek tell you that they attempted, in desperation, a dangerous experiment where they opened an extra-dimensional portal to the future in the hopes of escaping through it. I know, Sito, I really do want to play like the whole like remastered trilogy again. I'm down for it, but yeah, there's so many other games I want to play. Alright, unfortunately, the Ul Lek gained control of it. So trying to follow what the Ul Lek, the indoctrinated ones, they gained control of it. And the Ul somehow managed to create an offspring or offshoot of itself and sent it through the portal to your time period. This the Lek gravely apologize for. The Lek learned all this, they tell you, from another ship from your time, which managed to find its way through the portal. The ship was called the Elthar Esh, and was manned by a race of gentle plant people called the Loar. Huh. Oh, plant people like the Eloin, then. The Lek tell you that the Loar, taking some weapon technology with them, left to go back to their own time, but were ambushed and badly damaged by the Ul Lek. Ultimately, they managed to reach the portal, but the Lek didn't believe that the Elthar Esh could have made it through in one piece. The Lek provide you with a data cube similar to the one they gave the Loar, which contains a substantial amount of their technical knowledge. Ooh. I know, they're green sperm faces, but... Oh hey, that's like the robot, right? It was basically a face. Like that. It looked kind of like that. Alright, they also tell you that until recently, they had a plan to destroy the Ul, which involved using a specially built device which would cause a massive disruption of the Ul's electromagnetic field. Unfortunately, there were two halves to the device, and one half was on a planet that was overrun by the Ul Lek before they could use it. I'm trying to think, like, do we know a planet like that? Alright, this was a powerful artificial intelligence. It's the thing, right? It's the I can't remember his name, but it's the thing with the Tandaloo, right? It's that. Okay, it was designed to meld with the weaponry half, and orchestrate the attack. The Lek explain that they no longer know where it is or what has become of it. They tell you that their one remaining hope lies in a desperate plan to trigger a supernova of a small cluster of 6 yellow stars, where they believe the brain center to be. Well, we kinda know that did... Well, then again, wait a second. I mean, maybe that did work out, right? Actually, wait, no. I mean, the entire galaxy isn't overrun and getting indoctrinated, so I assume actually maybe that worked, right? But then there's a splinter of it in our timeline. Okay, finally, the Lek explain that since they will surely be overcome by the Ool if their plan is not successful, they will have no use for the Ool half-weapon. This being the case, they give it to you in the unlikely hope that you can find a use for it. Commander Double's got this. Alright, so I guess we done it, right? Like, so we got, like... Yeah, I guess we got the schematics then, I think. I want a little description of this. Tremendous vaulted and domed structure of black stone veined with silver. So yeah, it's the Hall of Memory, the Lek Data Repository. I am kind of curious to visit this in the present though and just see, like, you know, to see if there's even anything at all there, right? But yeah, okay. So, alright, let me put on the normal track. But again, I think that's about as close to our Mass Effect moment as we're gonna get. But I mean, I was satisfied. They explain more or less what the hell's going on. And we have a plan, right? We've got a plan. Oh no, gotta do some probing. Gotta take the Mako tank out, though. Let me just check and see. There's nothing else on this planet, right? I don't think there's anything else here. Also, can I just go back and, like... Can I just go back there? Okay, you can get like a... Okay, they'll give you a summary of what happened. I did actually miss like the first or second line. So I remember getting that. What was the line that we missed? Ah, I see. So they told you the story over a meal of mashed Screepa bugs and Drixian fish wine. So they explain the situation and tell you about the Ool. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so what it seems like is that, and hey there, UL, we just had our Mass Effect moment with this game. We made it to the Halls of Memory and talked to the last remaining, the last remaining ancient precursor race before they die out. But yeah, so here's, okay, their description of what the Ool is. So, if I'm understanding it correctly, it is not a physical formed creature, but it is some massive, perhaps galaxy-spanning thing that is just a collection of molecules. And apparently, apparently, sentient thought or something, it disrupts it, so it doesn't like that. So it's gotta stop all the sentient life, right? That seems to be what's going on. And I guess anything, it either kills everything, or it, you know, it does the whole Reaper indoctrination thing and makes it a part of it. So all of the former Lek and whatever that we see, I guess they're just an extension of it, right? Kind of a hive, it's kind of like a hive mind, right? Yeah, it does seem to confuse sentience and sapience a bit, although, I mean, really, maybe it is specifically like higher functioning, you know, sentient life, which that's how I understand it. I would assume, like, sapience is just like, that's like anything alive and conscious, right? Or is it the other way around? See, even I don't know. But yeah, the Ool is it's a little hard to comprehend what it is, at least by the description they give. But I think I got a general gist of it. And why it's functioning the way it functions. So, alright, we did it. And I would actually, I don't think anything will come from it, but I would like to check out the halls of memory in the present and see, you know, see if there's anything different, right? But, okay, so for the rest of our adventure, I think we need to go back to Starport, because they gave us a bunch of schematics. But I think also we need to go to the big floating robot machine AI thing. I think that's the other part of the weapon, right? Now, okay, so they said that the main part is the main part of the Ool is residing on a planet that was. It was was it a Loire planet? I think it was a Loire planet. I think that might mean that might mean we have the coordinates, right? We have the coordinates of the Umanu planet and the Loire planet. And I'm thinking that either I don't think we got anything out of the Umanu planet, but the Loire one, yeah, we might, I don't know, we might get something out of that, or the other way around. So I'm thinking we check that out in the present, right? Like in the present. Because I don't think there's really anything we can do about what's happening here and now, right? They have a plan, and that plan is to make the 6 yellow stars that are all in a cluster, to make them go supernova, and that creates the nebula in the present. I don't think we can do anything about that, because that kind of has to be the way it is, right? So this doomed plan, it's just got to play out, I think. But I believe we can take what we've found, take it to the present, and try and find the Ool. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do in the past. Like, yeah, I have no idea if there's anything else that needs doing in the past, but I think we've done everything we can. I mean, maybe there's more to see, maybe, but we can come back if we have to. So 126 to 11. Let's ride the wormhole network and get out of here. Okay, that's 1 jump. It's 2 jumps. And now we're back in the nebula. Well, we're in the mini nebula. So from here, we've got to go up to about 153.53. It's kind of convoluted how these wormholes connect. I wish there was a slightly less confusing and obtuse way that it's put together, but I guess it just sort of is what it is, right? Alright, so 196.2. But I think we're finally kind of... We're getting to the bottom of things, finally. Alright, so now we have the singularity. 244, 149. Okay, 149, and then 244. And I'm gonna save before I go through the singularity. Wait, did I misinterpret that? Where is it? A little higher. Little higher, I think. Or I just went right through it, huh? Interesting. Well, we gotta raise the shield. Ah, I see. Well then, I clearly I've been using sentient and sapient. I thought it was the other way around. Basically, I thought it was, you know, switch those two around. I think that's kind of how most people think about it. I think so. So we're all wrong. Okay, going through that wormhole. No reversing. Go through that hole. Penetrate the singularity. Okay, we're back in our own space. Can drop the shields. I always save, like, anytime I go through that wormhole, because, you know, you never know what's going down. You never know. Alright, so I think we need to go back to Starport. Like, I'm gonna be straight, I think we need to go back to Starport. And I think we need to go to that one planet that has the, you know, the giant machine thing. We need to go there too, I think. Oh no, intense pressure. But look, we came prepared with protection. Alright. Shields held steady. Very firm. Alright, 2065. One day I'll remember the coordinates, but until that day, I check my star map frequently. Alright, and then we want to take this one right here, 153, 51. Oh no, something's, I'm encountering something. That probe is glowing bright red. Hold up, let me see where we at. Okay, I think that one wormhole that I saw, that was the right one. There we go. Okay, and now we're back out in normal space. So from here, okay, from here, I'm gonna go there. So that would be at 9328. I don't know, that's the thing. They gave us schematics, right? Like they gave us a bunch of schematics, but they didn't actually give us the things as far as I know. They only gave us the schematics to make the things. I'm assuming that what's gonna happen now is that we take that back to our home base, right? Like, I assume it's back to home base, and then maybe they'll either, I mean, I'm hoping they'll just build it for us, because, you know, we're, like, I mean, we're trying to save the galaxy here, right? So I would hope they just build it for us for free and outfit our ship with it. If not, then I'm guessing that we'll have the option to buy higher-end, like, shields and weapons now. But, you know, I can be optimistic and hope that they'll just give it to us, right? Alright, 3573. I need to, like, I need to go back to, you know, back to Starport, back to the Citadel. I need to give them the, you know, the Commander Shepard speech. Gotta rally everyone so they outfit my ship with free goodies. Alright, docking up. Let's see what's going down. Yeah, I know, it's, well... So here's the funny thing, right? Like, I have done a bare minimum of trading in this game. Like, okay, so there is in fact a Cloud Nebula, And trade routes are important if you wish to make money trading in this game. Like honestly, if you wanna do the whole like space trader thing, you gotta know the trade routes, right? But here's the thing. I have not really made any money in this game trading. It's because like even with the specialty goods, you've got to play the market so hard that it's challenging, honestly. You know what isn't challenging? Shooting wildlife, throwing them in your trunk, and then selling them at the nearest outpost. That's real easy. So I just did that, right? Yeah, mostly we've been poaching. And colonizing planets, right? But yeah, the subtitle of this game, it makes you think that this is going to be a game about, I don't know, it makes you think it's going to be some more traditional space sim type game that's all about, you know, the economic end of things, but that, like, technically you can do it, but that's really not what it's about, you know? Like, that really ain't what it's about. Alright, operations. Okay, data cube. The data cube supplied by the LEC has yielded many interesting technologies. These include improved strength of your ship's shields, which will now function in the nebula, nice, and the secret of the plasma bolt. In addition, we have provided you with a LEC battle jumper, which is activated in combat by pressing the F9 key. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to press F9 in combat. We have paid you 100,000 SP for this find. I don't think I need... Like, I mean, that's... Honestly, 100,000 isn't that much, but... Like, that is enough that I don't really have to buy anything. Like, I don't have to do any more poaching. I think I'm good. Okay. Any notices? No. So, let me just take a look at some things. Yeah, so I got 100K from that. Nice, yeah, check that shit out. So now, I have class 7 shields. I've got class 7 shields, I've got plasma missiles, nice. And my lasers are still just class 2. Still just class 2 lasers. I guess, no, they wouldn't, I wonder if they would let me sell these plasmas off, right? Probably not. So, okay, if I wanted to get better lasers, I could. The thing is, I'm not really sure I need or want better lasers. I mean, yeah, like if I'm close enough to laser people, then they're close enough to laser me, and that is only gonna get messy, you know? I also don't have enough money to upgrade to... Yeah, I don't have enough money to upgrade to class 5. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with what we got. Okay, we don't need any repairs, so... Alright, nice. Alright, so I got a badass ship now, and if I hit F9, I can do the combat jumper. That's like the ability where you teleport around, I think. It's what the Spemen do. So, okay, cool. I wonder, I still wonder, like, we beat the Spemen at one point, and yeah, like, we didn't really get anything out of that. I'm still wondering if that was a bug, or if we should go and try to shoot some more Spemen again, if we'll get something out of it. I don't know. But I am thinking, so we got better shields, we have the combat jumper. I am wondering if we can, you know, certain things that we just couldn't really do before. So now that we have really good missiles and shields, I'm wondering if we can go to the Shinium planet. And I'm wondering if that's the planet, like, I do wonder if that's the planet with the Ool. I'm kinda wondering. Because it would make sense, right? Like, it's there's a lot of the Ool Lek, or Ool Lawar, or whatever they are, right? There's a lot of them, and they're just guarding that planet, like, heavily guarding it. So I am wondering, right? That might be it. Yeah, like, I mean, you know what I probably should have done, actually? So we know that Shinium comes from the... Like, we know that it comes from the supernova explosion that created the nebula, right? We know that much. So, what I wonder is, like, if we were to go to the 6 yellow stones that cause the supernova... Oh, wait, hold up. It's probably not the stars themselves, right? So, yeah, actually... Sito, there might be more to your thought than nothing, because, like... So the Lek, their plan is to blow up the 6 yellow stones, the 6 stars, right? Because they said that the Ool was there, right? The Ool was there. And if blowing that up spread Shinium all over the galaxy, well, it's probably not the stars themselves, it's probably the Ool, right? So I wonder if Shinium is the Ool. Because apparently it's just a thing made of molecules spread all around, right? So I'm wondering if that's gonna be the twist, that our fuel source is the big, you know, the big galactic threat, right? Or some product of it. I love that this game makes me spin my imagination up, you know, give it a wind up. I like that. Okay, so we need to go to the planet with Gorzek. Gorzek is what I was trying to remember what it was called. So I have notes for this. Okay, 2879, the gas giant. So 2879. That's 79, and then 28. It's not too far away. Yeah, not Gozar, but a Gorzek. I will admit, once we deal with him, I'm a little unclear as to where to go next, but I'm hoping we get some guidance, right? Hoping Gorzek will have something to say to us. Okay, Gorzek system transmitting. Welcome ISS Awesome. Priority directive has been aborted, and access to data storage and computational functions now available. Please respond. Okay, comms, respond. Yeah, he even, like, he looks like the Lek, right? He looks like a Lek. Oh wait, transmission from Ool weapon received. Request permission to perform transformation for synthesis with Ool weapon. Granted? Yes. Warning, Gorzek Ool weapon is one-use item. Do not use when other targets are present. Ooh, it's a one-shot. Beginning auto-installation of Gorzek Ool weapon. Activation via new button under Captain's functions. Huh. And then Gorzek was gone. Huh. So Gorzek is gone now. The Ool weapon. Hey, let's test it out! Okay, so yeah, we got the Ool weapon. Nice. Also, I'm having another thought here. So, like, when we're in the nebula, so first off, I guess we can kind of assume that the nebula, I wonder if the nebula is the Ool, right? Because, yeah, like Shinium, the nebula, like all of it, I wonder. But, here's a thought. The nebula, for whatever reason, humans, and only humans, they go violently insane whenever we go in the nebula, right? It is only our human crew members. So I'm kind of wondering, like, well, wait, if this is all a product of the thing, and it's targeting, like, it seems to be targeting humans specifically, I'm trying to draw a line here, like, okay, why is that? That seems weirdly specific in this universe where humanoids even seem to be the vast minority. Like, the only other actually humanoid species we've encountered is the Dweenal, right? Like, everything else is just a monster. I have questions. We'll see if they get answered. But either way, we have the super weapon now, right? The super weapon. So, right. At this point, we gotta figure where we're going next, right? And let me think about it. Let me pull up the star map. Well, yeah, true, there was the Nelsons, but I mean, I don't know about them. Are the Nelsons canon? So, okay, we've got a couple of options on places to go. And I mean, honestly, this seems like we're, like, this is the end, right? like once we beat it, that'll, yeah, that'll save the day, I think. So, okay. I'm thinking we check out the Shinium planet, right? It's at 117, 153. That's a good ways up in the nebula, right? 117, 153. That's so 117, 153. It's about there. How close is that to the? I'm trying to figure, like, I'm trying to figure what is the quickest access point to that, and I'm not sure that there is any. Like, I'm not sure, like, none of the wormholes really seem to exit out around there. I don't think there is a quick way to get there, but I think taking the wormholes to, like, right around there, it's probably the best way to do it. We do kind of have to navigate the really shitty wormholes, but if we're careful, we can do it. So 3370, and then let's very, very, very carefully figure our way around. I think maybe save before we jump in there, right? Okay. So we got to go final crew roster. I mean, I guess we have the crew that can go into the nebula. So we're is it time for the suicide mission, I guess? Does Commander Double get a sex scene before going into the final, the final wormhole? God, this game, just imagine a modern Mass Effect style remake of this game. Honestly, it'd be perfect for the format. Yeah, I do wonder if the shield would protect our human crew members, but the thing is that having the shield up costs energy, so we're not gonna have that shield up all the time, right? So yeah, I think what we've got is probably the best way to go in. So I think this is the way to get into the nebula, I think. Hey, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to get to the Shinium planet. 117, 153. Now, it's going to be a real hard fight no matter what, right? Like, there's no easy way to get through this fight, I don't think. I don't know, maybe, you know what, let's try. Let's try keeping our shields up, right? Maybe that will actually help me get through the nebula better, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna drain our energy though, but then again, I think not having our shields up, like yeah, I think not having the shields up probably drains it a lot too. So let's see, it was let me just remember these numbers. 117, 153. It's, God, we move so slow in the nebula, so goddamn slow. Alright, so I'm just slowly trying to get there. And if we encounter any of the, you know, the really rough enemies, if we have an encounter, well, we have the jumper, right? We got the jumper. Yeah, like, if you look at the numbers at the top, you can see how slowly they're ticking up, and it definitely feels like in the nebula everything slows down. I'm not sure if that's literally just the game slowing down or what. But it takes significantly longer than it should to just get from point A to point B. Also, I would really like to check out the Halls of Memory in the present day, because I feel like there might be something interesting to see there. It's probably just going to be a hollowed out ruin, but maybe, I don't know, maybe there'd be at least something interesting, right? Either way, I think I'm willing to bet the Shinium planet is that's the Ull planet, right? It's either that or it's I feel like it would either be this, or again, it would be either the Umanu planet or the Loar planet, right? It'd be one of them, be one or the other. All right, I feel confident saving here. I feel like I'm onto something. So which one was the Shinium planet again? It's the brown one, right? Okay, yeah, it's gotta be the rock planet. There's even sentient life down there. Alright, so arm those weapons. We're going in. Yeah, plasma bolts, lasers, shields up. I have a teleporter. I am ready to go, I think. So I think F9 and space is kind of just what I want to use here, right? Combat F9. Oh god! What the fuck am I doing right now? No target present. Oh crap. F9. So yeah, this is really hard to comprehend, but yeah, like I can kill them kinda. I warped out of range. Good. It is really hard to tell what the absolute hell is going on right now. Ooh, I think the ray got us. Yeah, crap. The ray got me. No target present. Ooh. Yeah, I think I killed another one. Nice. Okay, so I can kind of see how to use so like, okay, it's a random teleporter, right? Like that's what it is. It's it randomly teleports me. The problem is it's really hard to tell where the hell I'm going. Like, okay, where are the enemies right now? Can you see them? Because I can't. I don't see shit. Okay, there's the enemies. Alright, here we go. Start shooting. Start unloading on them. Oh, I got raid. People are getting wounded. A couple of my guys are slightly wounded, and that's not great. But yeah, I'm actually winning. Oh crap! Ow. Okay, now we're getting heavily wounded. We can't take many more hits like that. I think people are gonna start dying if they take more hits. Oh, okay. So I kind of get how this works now. When you see their ship flashing, it means they're about to shoot their ray, right? Like the... Yeah, that. It means that's gonna happen. And apparently they can do it even if you're out of range, which is not great. I don't like that very much. I don't think anybody's dead yet, but we're gonna be dead pretty soon. I think you just gotta, like, teleport constantly, right? Yeah, probably constant teleporting is the way to beat this. Don't worry about what you're shooting or anything like that, just constantly warp around. Riveting combat, I know, but, like, it is actually fairly challenging. Like, this is legit a difficult space combat sim right now. Even though you're literally just looking at a bunch of squares. Oh no, Korn MD is dead! We lost Korn! If we can make it through this fight with anybody alive, I want to see what's down on that Shinium planet, alright? I gotta know what's on the planet with the Shinium. God, I'm spending so much energy to try and kill these things. I hit the button. I hit the warp. Okay. Alright, there's only like there's only like 3 left, right? I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay, do another random warp. Alright, only 2 left. 2 left. I know, I went into the suicide mission without the best of everything. Damn! I mean, we already lost Korn. I didn't do Korn's loyalty mission. Alright, I think this'll, Okay, Commander, we're picking up some very powerful energy readings. The entire ship is radiation and an enormous amount of energy. Recommend that we keep our distance. Commander, we're receiving a strong signal on all transmission frequencies. Oh no, we're getting a signal on all frequencies. I didn't intend to shoot at it. Okay, we're getting a signal on all frequencies. Hail them. Respond. Is this the thing? Hey, let's maneuver closer, right? Maybe I'm too far away. The object seems to be, or it seems to have some kind of shielding capable of blocking our sensors. All we can tell is that it is some type of unknown energy. So this is it, right? Is this the moment? Commander, our ship is being drawn closer to the Ool. We do not have control of the helm. The Lek battle jumper is fused into a solid mass and is no longer usable. Use the Ool weapon. Ool weapon in place. Both the Ool and the Ool weapons seem to be getting damaged. The Ool energy readings are fluctuating. Its shielding now reads to be equivalent to class 4. 4 times 10 to the 11th power. 4 times 10 to the... Oh my god. 4 times 10 to the 8th. What the fuck is even happening right now? Class 4 million! Shit, my scanner just broke! The Ool weapon has been destroyed by the Ool. The Ool's shielding seems to be vulnerable to attack. It's vulnerable to attack. Bridge. Receiving. We are receiving a transmission on all frequencies. Whatever the hell that thing is saying, like, nah man, time to kill it. Yeah, fire them cannons. Alien ship destroyed. I think we won. Oh my god, who are you? Welcome, Robo-Double. We are the Umanu. As you may have surmised, we came to this region with the Elawan, or Loar, as they came to call themselves, as part of a colonization mission called Project Noah. We were Noah 6. Oh, so I guess now that the hold is broken, right? Also, that's just a guy. So okay, so I guess the Umanu are now free, right? What happened to us, we still do not understand, but we know that somehow you were responsible for freeing us, and for that, we owe you a debt that can never be repaid. Anything you want from us is yours. You are truly our saviors. You are great. You are wonderful. You are really nice. Thank you. So I guess like the Noah project. Wait. So the Umanu are just humans then? Like they're, huh? Okay, we really appreciate what you did. Thanks again. The end. The end. The end. The end. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Since I gotta get some thoughts out now. That screen is actually really close to a certain other thing, so, hold up. I think it's the time, right? It's the time again. It's the title screen! Alright. So I guess we beat Starflight 2 then. And then we're back at the Mass Effect title screen. Kinda looks like it, actually. Yeah, it actually looks kind of like the title screen from the first Mass Effect. Man, it all comes back around. So, I will say that final battle was something, alright. It was something. So, I guess, yeah, we defeated the thing, and I guess that released control over the Umanu. Too late for the Lek, but, No, look, the camera. Alright, look, the camera pulls back to see, you know, Commander Double, right? Commander Double standing there in his pajamas. Commander Robo-Double, that is. Man. We need a sequel. We need another sequel. Tell me another story about the Double. So, man. Okay, so the little ending twist there. So I guess the Umanu are in fact just humans. I thought I thought that, like, I mean, I thought we were human, right? Yeah, I thought we were human, because Arth, right? We come from Arth. But then again, I mean, they said, like, oh, we're from Noah 6, so I guess, does that mean Arth is a human colony? And the Umanu are just another... Yeah, like, what I'm thinking is like, Arth is a colony that I guess is... I guess we're just so far in the future that they kind of forgot Earth, right? And then the Umanu are, I guess, just a separate colony ship, right? Unrelated, lost to time. So the mind... Wait, so the mind-controlled, like, you know, the indoctrinated Umanu that we encountered in the present around the nebula and, you know, the old Lek colonies and stuff. So those were all humans. They were all humans in human ships. And the Loar, I mean, apparently the Loar are the Eloan, right? The plant people that you can start the game with them. They didn't really stand out to me, but you know, they're there, right? Straight to the wiki. Also, Starflight 3. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to piece together things from what we learned by playing, and okay, I can kind of get that. I'm not sure how the Loar and all that, I'm not sure how they quite fit into things with the Lek, right? But, I think the problem is the story is kind of told in a very broken way. Basically, you just go down to certain planets and you get, you know, you get text logs that explain some things, and it's all told very, like, I don't know, very from a first-person perspective almost of whoever lived in the ruins, right? So you never quite get a full picture of what's going on. But I don't know, I liked it. I enjoyed my time with Starflight 2 a lot. I still think it's kind of crazy how many rough similarities there are to quite a few plot elements of this game compared to Mass Effect, like especially the first one. I find it really crazy how many similarities there are, but I would say this, the game definitely worth the time to play it. I enjoyed it, and I feel like there's still probably more, right? So what I understand about this game is that if you know where to go, right? Like if you know where to go, if you know where all the things are, you can basically just, like from the moment you start the game, you could just hit the things you have to hit, get those, you know, get those class 7 shields and plasmas, right? And you could basically just beat the game probably in like less than an hour, right? If you were industrious. But I feel like there's gotta be more, right? I feel like there's gotta be things that we didn't do. Because the galaxy is pretty big, and there was a lot that I feel like some things are still not as clear as they could be. And I feel like some things just didn't go anywhere, but they should have, and we're probably missing something, right? Like, okay, the Shinium planet, see, I kind of figured that was like, the first time we saw it, I kind of figured that it was really important, and it seemed like a very endgame thing, right? Because it was guarded by so many enemies that you just could not fight at the time. I'm a little sad we didn't get to go down to the planet, but I mean, you know, whatever. But I still wonder, because, okay, like, the past felt really underused. I'm just trying to decompress and get my thoughts out here, because there's a lot going through my head about this game. So, in the past, we only really went to the past for a handful of things, right? Like, we went to the past to learn where the key to the Guardian satellite is from the Dweenal, and then we get it, right, in the past, and then we go to the Halls of Memory. And that's really all we did in the past. Literally 3 things, right? And that feels a little bit like... that feels very underutilized. The question is, was there more we could have done, right? Like, was there more we could have done in the past? Were there some secrets or something? You know, are there some Easter eggs in there? Are there side plots that we could have expanded on? I don't know. That's the problem. Like, let's take the Arla for instance, right? We never did anything with the Arla, right? There seemed like there was something to be done with them, and we just didn't. We got the coordinates of both the Loire and the Umanu planets, right? The ones they settle down on. But if I remember right, well, A, they were very guarded, and B, there just wasn't really anything to see down there, right? And that's the thing, like, should there have been? Like, could we have found some messages or something that would have pointed us to some ruins on those planets? I feel like we should have found something. And then, oh yeah, what about the 6 yellow stones? Honestly, I kind of wish I'd gone over and checked them out, right? Because I mean, that's apparently the 6 yellow stones is where the Ool was in the past, right? Before they blew it up in the supernova. So, I mean, were there planets on any of those yellow stars? I don't know. I didn't think to check them out. I should have. I guess that's the thing. My takeaway from my experience with Starflight 2 is that I found it to be a very fun and interesting exploration slash riddle solving experience, but I feel like there's so many things that were not resolved or that were not really properly expanded upon. You know, like there should be more. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely a series that, I mean, there should have been a Starflight 3, let's be honest, right? There should have been a Starflight 3. And I don't know how influential or not this series was back in the day. I'd never heard of it until I just saw it on GOG randomly, right? I'd never heard of it till that. Like, I don't think this game, or this series, I don't think it has quite the impact and notoriety of something like, I don't know, the Elite games, you know, things like that, more well-known space sim titles. But I think it's that this isn't quite a space sim, honestly. It's more of, yeah, it is an exploration game. It's an exploration adventure, kind of an RPG in how you upgrade your ship and everything. And your crew members, like it's a bit of a hybrid game, but I don't think it really quite falls under space sim, not entirely. I don't know, finally beating this, it leaves me with a weird feeling. Not a bad one, just a weird one. I'm kind of just surprised that I managed to clear the game without resorting to a walkthrough or anything. I did need some nudging every now and then by friendly helper chatters, but really it's stuff I could have found eventually. and my understanding is there's multiple ways to find the information you need to beat the game. I think there were probably multiple ways to get certain informations, and I think, yeah, I don't think this game is quite, it's not on the bad end of the spectrum when it comes to confusing, clunky old games. Honestly, the game was pretty straightforward. I always felt like I kind of knew roughly where I wanted to go next. And, well, let's see. I mean, we haven't been going that long, that's the thing. We've only been going about an hour and a half. I didn't think we were, I figured we were getting close to the end, but I didn't think we were that close to the end, you know? We could, true. We could always World of Horror it to close things out. Very, very true. I guess, yeah, like, I do kind of have things to do tomorrow, but not until close to noon. So I don't, yeah, I don't have to go to bed super early tonight. But, I don't know, we could try a quick run of World of Horror. I'm down for it. I don't know, but, final thoughts, because I am gonna archive this. Final thoughts on Starflight 2. And anybody's final thoughts. My final thoughts on Starflight 2 are that I really wish the series took off and that there was more. I really wish this game was as beloved as a lot of old school like DOS games, and you know, you had like modern engine ports with mod support and all that. Imagine Starflight 2 with mod support. Like imagine if someone modded in like fresh content on all of those many planets that are just completely unused, or added whole new tiers or whole new things, like whole new features to the game or something, right? New races, more wacky shit to see, like it could be amazing, right? But as it is, Starflight 2, I don't know, it feels kind of, it feels like it has a lot of ideas, and narratively, it comes dangerously close to much more modern games and the complexity and the narrative of, you know, certain sci-fi series. It's weird how close it comes at times. But I guess, yeah, it's a series that, if anything, it was maybe ahead of its time. Right? Like, I kind of feel like Starflight 2 was way ahead of its time. Because if you ask me, Starflight 2, the way that it's set up, I mean, yeah, it could basically be a Mass Effect style game, right? If it was made like, yeah, if it was made like 20 years later, it would have been like a Mass Effect, that kind of game, right? So it's very interesting to think about what could have been, but I liked my time with it. It was fun. Maybe at some point we'll actually finish Starflight 1 as well. I'm kind of curious what the plot of that one is, since it takes place in a whole different part of space. Oh no, the Dweenal should have been... Oh no, there were no sexy aliens in Starflight 2. There were no sexy aliens. Worst part of it all. I mean, I don't know, unless you consider the Humna to be sexy. I don't know. Those blowholes. Alright. So that's all for Starflight 2. Closing that one out. We had a good time. We had a good time.